Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Husker Hype Radio Podcast. We got Aaron Worsfold scrunching up that mullet, looking sexier than ever. I'm Eddie Rosenthal, looking red as a beet, or maybe I'm red as the shirt that Aaron's got on, that beautiful, sexy bleed red shitcorn t-shirt, folks, now available for sale. Go ahead, DM us. T-shirts and koozies available. Aaron, we got some business to talk about, man. We got football to talk about, buddy. We got Nebraska football to talk about.
We do. It's a jam-packed day, and I can't wait to get into it. I'm a little sad, but I can't wait to get into it.
Little sad. We got to start with the bad first, folks. Last week, Nebraska opened up against Minnesota. You already know what happened. You're listening to the pod. You're a Husker fan. Real quick here. Oh, you like that sound? Yeah. Real
That's
quick.
Eddie cracking. Was that a bush light, Ed?
That's a bush light, brother.
There you go.
It's a bush light. Nebraska loses 13-10 against the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Aaron, it's a game that I wouldn't even say that we lost to the Gophers. It's the old adage where, you know, we lost to the Huskers. Nebraska lost to Nebraska. 4 turnovers in that game, a couple of penalties that absolutely killed us. 2 of those turnovers in the last 2 minutes of the football game. It was a sad one, bud.
Yep.
It was demoralizing. You were there. Give me your point of view, being at the game, the environment, the atmosphere, your energy. What happened to you throughout the game?
So the atmosphere was actually pretty electric. It's like a 3-quarter horseshoe stadium. It was a gold out. Minnesota brought their fans the first game. It was a pretty good environment overall. There weren't a lot of assholes. I didn't get in too many chirps or jaws. A lot of people around me were old people. So, you know, we were all being respectful, just here to watch the game, watch the boys have some fun. But you're right, Eddie. It was, the name of the game was us beating ourselves. Every turnover, you can just feel the wind come out of our sails, and then they play the music that hypes up the crowd. Everyone's lit. We play hard defense. They only scored 13 points, 10 of which came in the last couple minutes of the game. So that was the name of the game. It was kind of like shooting ourselves in the foot on offense, playing our way back on defense, and then just having that cycle go over and over again.
Right. I mean, very quick football game, in my opinion. That new clock rule really puts a damper on my swagger. If you're asking me, too many commercials. Why can't we just play football, man? Why has it got to be all about the money? I mean, Nebraska had 3 offensive drives in the first half, 1 punt, 2 interceptions. I mean, and this is the thing, Big Ten football, man, we're going to really have to take advantage of drives, especially when we're playing teams, Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, teams that run the clock just as much as we do, man. I mean, these drives are going to now this season be more crucial than ever to really capitalize and not turn over the football, and time management, man. That's going to be the name of the game. It usually is for every football game, you know, hold on to the football and burn the clock. But I feel like, especially with this new rule, it's going to be big.
Yeah. The first half felt like it was over and so fast because you're running the ball. They're running the ball a lot. The clock doesn't stop, and basically never fucking felt like, God damn it. And then, I mean, do we want to recap the whole game? Just dive right into it?
I mean, let's talk a little bit. I want to talk more about the second half. I mean, first half, you know, we struggled on defense a little bit. I'd say that 3rd down and long, something that we really struggled in. Offensively, like we already said, you know, 1 punt, 2 interceptions, a couple of drives. We were at the 1 fucking yard line, and then I think it was Bo Kircher or Piper, false started, and then there was another false start, and could have scored there easily, didn't. But that second half, I really want to say I love the way that the defense adjusted. In the years past, I feel like you come into the second half and you go, all right, this team is going to make adjustments, obviously, like they figured out what they were doing, and those adjustments didn't come. No, nothing came. And the defense, Tony White, hats off to him. Really, I mean, I think the first few drives of the second half were 3-and-outs for Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. And we were
And that
getting
was
pressure to the quarterback. That was obviously a big question. The 3-3-5, does it work? We still got pressure on the quarterback. Ty Robinson, that's a guy we hate to lose for targeting. That was something in the stadium I didn't quite see yet because you don't see the replays and sometimes you're not sure what they're calling. And he's going to be a huge person we're going to miss the first half of this next game too.
I mean, let's look on the bright side. He's fresh for the second half, and he's going to be hungry as hell.
Yes,
That
I love
so
that.
let's take that beer half full there, that Busch Light half full. And then offensively, I mean, pretty much it was the Jeff Sims show first half. A lot of runs by him, a few touches by Ramir, Gabe, and what's his name?
Anthony Grant.
But nothing really clicking on offense. And then we finally kind of started to get the rhythm of it. Passing, we were doing good. I mean, except for the interception that Jeff had in that last couple of minutes, he was finding receivers open and really driving the ball down the field. I think it's just we're shooting ourselves in the foot, man, and we got to remember that this is not the same team as last year. You can't say that, oh, here's the same team, losing by 1-score games. This is Matt Rule's Nebraska football, and these fallacies or these detriments are their own. It's not the same team as last year. We can fix fumbles. We can fix not throwing the football well. We don't have to throw the football, man. We can run. We got a good freaking thing going on there in the backfield.
Yeah, minimize the mistakes. I mean, if he doesn't throw those 3 interceptions, that's the whole game right there. We win the fucking game. Even if we allow 2 of the 4 turnovers, we still win the game. So that's your point. My issue is the wide receiver room, man. When I was watching it, it felt like Sims. Well, he also didn't feel like he had a lot of time. So I don't know if it's a combination of the offensive line not giving Sims enough time to throw the ball. If the receivers aren't getting open downfield, a combination of the both, which is probably most likely it. But because a lot of those runs he had were him scrambling for a first down, nothing's open. He's getting out of the pocket. He's getting down the field.
Right. I'll tell you what, man, the left side of the offensive line is pretty disgusting to watch. I watched the second half yesterday and watched Turner Corcoran for about 5 plays in a row. And we need Teddy, bro. We need Teddy. Turner Corcoran. I don't know what his freaking problem is, but dude, it's disgusting. He doesn't deserve to wear the number 69. I mean, this is all Husker hype, man, but Turner's not doing it for us, and we really need to find left tackle is one of the most important positions in football. And his pass block grade last week was 0. He got 0 on pass blocking, dude. That's like, how do you even do that?
No, you can't be doing that.
Hold on. Yeah. I lost you. Okay.
No, I agree. I think you're exactly right. And that's something that you miss when you're watching it live. You try to replay that. But what do you think about the wide receivers in the wide receiver room right now?
Yeah, I mean,
IGC, he's injured. Yeah,
he's out, torn ACL. Billy Kemp, I guess 8 of the 22 pass plays that we ran, Billy Kemp was the first guy on the check down list. Just didn't get to him. I don't know if it's because he wasn't making moves to get open or Sims wasn't finding him. But I mean, I think that we got enough guys to get the job done, man. And this is a pro style offense. It's not going to be what we saw last year, Trey Palmer running down the sideline and burning guys. It's going to be more tight end plays, short passes, running backs coming out of the backfield and catching balls. Fedoni, 0 touches. Kemp, 0 touches. I mean, Bo Kircher had a great that one-handed snag there at the end of the first half. And then he had the false start next play of the game to take us back to where he caught it. But it's going to be a different style of offense. And I just think that something that we can fix and correct.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
if you that's what I think. And Marcus Washington, he's going to be a guy too that we're going to need out there this week. Um, they just need more touches, and we need to find them more. But I would say first, let's run the damn ball. You know, like if we can pass, okay, but hey, let's run the damn ball,
Mm-hmm.
man.
And one thing a lot of people are clamoring online is Gabe Irvin Jr. only gets 7 carries. He gets 55 yards, but Anthony Grant gets 9 carries for 27. So is that a scenario thing? We need shorter yardage, so we use Anthony Grant. I don't know the scenario. I want to see Gabe Irvin Jr. get more touches. That dude's a fucking dog, and he that kick or and then Ramir Johnson, he had that kick return for whatever, like 60 something yards.
Right,
I need to see him in open field more often as well.
right, and it's weird because they said Gabe Irvin Jr. is going to be our starting running back, and he gets less touches than our third string, supposedly Anthony Grant, because of him fumbling the football. And what does he do in a crucial time in the game? Fumbles the football. So I think that we're going to see a lot more Gabe Irvin, a lot more Ramir. And those returns, that was great. I think we averaged our average starting field position was the 38-yard line. Colorado's was 19, I believe. So that's a big stat. If we can return the ball again against Colorado and have really good field position, that's another thing that is going to be great. Yeah, team average rushing yards 4.9. That's beautiful, dude. That's
Mm-hmm.
5 yards a pop, all the way down the field, baby. Go Big Red. Husker touchdown. Hail Varsity plays in the background, and I'm fired up. And I'm taking a fireball shooter that I just snuck into Folsom. You know
I
what I'm
can't
saying?
believe I can't believe we didn't get a fucking rushing touchdown, dude. That just blows my mind.
Yeah. 5 for 11 on third downs. Nebraska was something that we probably need to pick up as well. And there was a couple of drives, especially in the second half, where we were running the football very well. And then first down, we do that fucking throw on first down, which knocks us back to 2nd and 10. Now we're behind the chains. I think that a rule, if you're gaining 3, 4, 5 yards on first down, the previous first down, then you do it again, man. You know,
Uh-huh.
I don't know why we have to get fancy and pass. This isn't the offense to do that. We don't need
And
to trick
in
them
it's
or
the matchup too, because Minnesota, their secondary, that's the strength of their team.
right. So hopefully Marcus figures that out. Hopefully Matt Rule has a talk with him in the coach's office saying, hey, man, we average 4.9 carries on running the ball. And by golly, if that's all we need to do to win, by golly, let's do that. You know, I wouldn't be sad if I saw 10 passing attempts from Jeff Sims and we're running the football, gaining 5 yards of play. If that's how we win the game, that's how we win the game, man.
Yeah. Especially against Colorado. We're gonna need to slow it down, not giving the ball as much, etc.
Yeah, let's go to this Colorado game now. Let's go to this Colorado game.
I just want to shout
Um,
out one person on the secondary. That's Omar Brown with the interception. I called it the right before the game in the preview. Omar Brown was my boy, former UNI guy. Let's go. Defense overall played good until like the last 2 drives. The defense played hard. You kept them on the
but
field too long.
that's also a thing with the offense, man, is if you turn the ball over and defense goes back out on the field, you got to give it
Yep.
time for your D to rest.
Yep.
If you're expecting them to, play the whole game and have these stops, it's just not likely that they're going to do that. I don't care how good of a defense you are.
Yep.
Minnesota is going to find a way. Any team is going to find a way to, do something different and get first downs, especially when they start at their own 40-yard line, dude. That's a short
Right.
amount of field to be able to get a game-winning field goal.
And yeah, in that last touchdown drive, they had 2 4th down conversions. They were two for two on fourth. Hate to see that stat.
Yeah.
That the touchdown they threw was on 4th down. The toe tap in the back of the end zone on Malcolm Hartzog. Oh my god, I'm gonna be reliving that fucking play in my head for the rest of my life, Eddie.
That I know we don't want to make this game about the refs, but buddy, that play shouldn't have even happened. I said on the stream before the ball even snapped, I said false start, that's going back. What happens touchdown and they don't even look at that, and then you call Bo Riker on the
On some
3-yard
bullshit.
line, like a false start that was less obvious than the one on the touchdown. I mean, yeah, it's bullshit, man, and it's not the reason that we lost the game, but just some shit. But definitely defense stepped up in the second half, no doubt about it. And I think that this 3-3-5 will do well against Colorado. TCU also ran a 3-3-5, but we got to remember that they're not the same team as they were last year. This is a team on defense with only 3 returning starters, and that had the same amount of tackles for loss, like a very good amount of tackles for loss. But I think that we can play this offense better than TCU did.
Yeah. And people forget TCU in their national championship year last year, they were still letting up like 20 plus points a game. They're winning dog fights. They're winning by 1 score. It's not like they're out here blowing teams, holding them to no points.
Right. Right. Yeah, man. Colorado, Boulder, Husker Hype Radio will be there live. You see that flag in the background? Look for that on Big Noon kickoff. Look for the bleed red shit corn flag as well. We'll be bringing it there, waving it in the background. The nation is going to know that Husker Hype Radio is there. Reggie Bush is going to see bleed red shit corn in the back, and he's going to go to the bathroom after and look in the porta potty and go, whoa, there's corn in my poop.
You know what we should fucking do, Eddie? I just thought of this. We should just bring a fuckload of cans of corn and just dump them in the porta potties around the whole facility. And
Oh
just
my
so there's
God.
literally just fucking corn in every toilet. Every
Oh
porta
my
potty just
God,
has
dude.
corn. If you're a hypester and you're listening to this, go ahead and tag somebody. Bring your can of fucking corn and put it in the toilets at Folsom Stadium.
Yes. And we need that. We absolutely
In
need
every
that.
bar in Boulder, actually, not just the stadium. We're doing it. We're corning out the city of
Yeah.
Denver and Boulder.
Corn that bitch out, dude. corn that bitch out, bro. And like slit your wrist so that there's red blood
Yeah.
everywhere.
Or
Yeah.
just like bring a little bit of like food dye or some shit, actually.
So Colorado, a team that has all the hype in the world. Joel Klatt said that Deion Sanders is much more like Nick Saban than he isn't. Buddy's coached 1 football game and won by 3 points, man. What does the world come to? The hype on Coach Prime and this Colorado team is insane. Yes, they had 500 plus yards of offense, but they also let up 500 yards on defense, man. Yes, they had 500 yards on offense, but guess how many of those yards are rushing yards? Only 55 rushing yards. We can stop this team, Aaron. We will win this game. If this was medieval times, Coach Rule is the little ruler from the east, and Deion is the king at the west on top of the mountains. But little does Deion know that Rule and his sea of red will swarm and invade their kingdom to let down and bring down which once were the Golden Buffaloes for only a week. The sea of red will be there, man.
I think, dude, Nebraska fans have had their tickets for weeks, months. Like all this hype about the ticket prices doubling and tripling. That's just Colorado fans finally buying into the hype. That's bad culture.
Bad culture, dude. Yeah, we definitely scored on our tickets, bought them at the right time. I feel like I was playing the stock market, looking at these tickets, and the ones that we got, pretty good price. Now I think the lowest ticket price is $275. I just checked before this podcast here.
Those are the ones like before taxes and shit, dude.
Right.
It's nuts.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna win this football game. There's gonna be a lot of red, and I feel like Boulder's gonna be pissed off. Buddy, you better bring your hands because, dude, people are gonna be pissed off at us.
Dude, my dad, he was like, "Are you gonna drive your car up there?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You need to take your license plates off your car and shit." And I was like, I I don't think I'm going to be parking in Boulder. I hope no one fucks with my car in Denver. If you're listening to this, I'm actually not driving my car. I'm flying.
Yeah.
But whatever.
No, your car
Uh,
will be safe. It'll be in a driveway. We'll be fine. Um,
Travis Hunter, two-way player, DB wide receiver for Colorado. He had an interception on defense. He had 11 catches for 119 yards. What do you think about this guy?
I
Everybody's
mean,
sucking his dick
we
right
got to
now.
give him his flowers. We got to give him his flowers. A guy that plays both ways on football in Division I college football is a dog. But he played down in Texas, man. We're playing up in the altitude. They have been practicing there all year, but still, when you're game speed, expect a lot less snaps from Travis, man. A lot more on defense. I don't know if he'll be able to play every snap that he did last game against TCU. I mean, this is going to be a hard hitting football game. We're a Big Ten team coming in here. Malcolm Hartzog, Omar Brown. Did you see the play where Omar Brown fucking shed a block of a 6'7", 280-pound tight end and put him on his fucking ass?
No, I
Omar
didn't.
Brown. Omar Brown did that. And you think that Travis Hunter, whatever 165, 175-pound wide receiver is going to do anything against Omar, dude? Nah, man. Omar's got him. They're talking about all these talent that Colorado brought in, all these new guys. Buddy, we got talent, man. We got talent. And this is just the media. It's propaganda. It is propaganda at its finest, man. And Nat Rule, they're the underdogs. We got nothing to lose at this game. Colorado has the whole world watching them. They're favored.
They're fat and happy. And I think the key of the game for Nebraska is like bend, don't break. Like they're gonna get their flat, like their points, they're gonna get their yards, but as long as you contain them, hold them to non-explosive plays, etc., because they're gonna throw the ball deep 10 plus times.
Yeah.
As long as you prevent those, and we'll be fine. We'll be right in the ball game.
I think our run defense, we held Minnesota to 55 yards. We'll be able to hold Colorado to that. Maybe not 50. There's going to be more points this game than there was last game for Nebraska, no doubt about it. But like you said, hold our own, really take control of that clock. When we're on offense, run the ball, fucking take our time to get down the field and score. When we're in the red zone, we need to score. We can't have turnovers, stupid penalties, anything like that. Because as we saw last game, dude, that's a killer. And I really, Aaron, there's so much hype around Colorado that I think that Matt Rule and Nebraska are just going to play their football game, man. They're going to play their game, not worry about the hype. There's going to be a lot of fans behind them too, dude. Lincoln's coming into Folsom, man. People don't forget that, man. Lincoln's coming into Folsom. There's going to be a lot of red in that stadium, and it's going to piss a lot of people off in Boulder. But we're going to be there, and we're going to be cheering. And I'll tell you what, on third down, that stadium will be just as loud as when Nebraska's on defense, when fucking Colorado's on defense. Even louder, motherfucker. You mark my goddamn words. I'm not fucking kidding you, Gus Johnson or Joel Klatt. Don't be surprised when you hear Aaron Worsfold's and Eddie Rosenthal's voice alone on third down. You will be able to pick us out from the crowd because, man, I want to say my voice right now. I can't get too fired up. I can't get too red right now because I'm going to be talking like this at the end of the game. I already know it.
Yeah.
Dude, I
already
know it.
Honestly, we're going to be so fucking loud. It's going to be at least 50% Nebraska fans. That there's no doubt in my mind about that. And we were loud at Minnesota in the game when it was third down, and we were loud as fuck. And we were less than what we're going to be at this next game.
Right. And I can't really hear that, because I got the game muted because this broadcast is the one that matters. Nebraska's or Husker Hype Radio is. But yeah, guys. And oh, by the way, a quick little thing here. I believe that DJ Faders is actually going to take over the broadcast on Saturday. So there will be a stream for Husker Hype Radio.
Wow.
Probably not any play-by-play commentary at all, just a ton of hype. But DJ Faders, he's going to take this stream into his own hands and give the fans what they want and do it. Just something to look forward there to. Let's talk about Shadur. Deion's son, 510 passing yards, 38 for 47. Rush yards, -32, man.
Getting to the quarterback.
Get to the quarterback is the name of the game. Pressure this guy, get in his face. I believe that our defense stacks up against their offensive line better than TCU's does. Buddy, we're winning this goddamn football game. Yeah. We are winning this fucking football game, and there's no doubt in my mind about it. I'm putting $100 money line on Nebraska, and Vegas knows something, dude. Vegas doesn't lose. Vegas has Colorado -3.5, -3. They know something, dude. They know all the hype surrounding Colorado. They know that Matt Rule is going to lurk through the shadows and overtake this game, overtake this field.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I think you're right, Eddie. I think you're right. Honestly, I was pretty discouraged. If you would have seen me Thursday night on the 31st after the game, I was pretty discouraged. And then on Saturday after I watched Colorado do what they did to TCU, I was discouraged. And then all I gave you a call. And then all I had was Eddie called me and said, "Aaron, don't buy into the fucking media. Don't buy into the hype. XYZ, this is what's going to happen. This is what we're going to do. And we're going to go on there. We're going to beat Colorado." And you know what, Eddie? My balls are fucking hard right now, man.
Yeah. I have my penis is rock hard. If I stand up right now, it will not be good. I have to sit down. My penis is literally about to explode out of my pants and break the zipper.
Holy shit.
I'm not even kidding you, dude. Rock hard dick. TCU on offense, 262 rush yards, averaging 7.1 yards a carry, 279 pass yards, averaging 11.6 yards a pass. I mean, dude, we can do the same thing that TCU did, man. We can do the same thing even better. And that's just another reason why we're going to win this football game. I feel like the hype around Colorado is almost a bad thing for these guys.
Yeah. I think the key here, looking at these TCU stats, is we're going to run the ball quite a bit more, and that's going to run the clock, and it plays into the same keys and the factors and shit we're talking about right now. Time management, we're going to keep the ball in our hands, defense off the field, keep their offense off the field. Dude, I want to see Gabe Ervin Jr. hit a hole and go for like 80 plus or some 70 plus.
And that's the thing too, man. Hopefully Marcus Satterfield sticks with the game plan, because I know that's got to be what the game plan is going into here. Run the football, shed time off of the clock, and Jeff Sims, do not be a hero with your arm. Be a hero with your legs. You are little Lamar, motherfucker. You are Jeff Sims. He's got to remember that. I'm about to give him a call and tell him, "Hey, man, I love you so fucking much. I don't care what happened last game. This is against Colorado. I know that you know how big of a game this is, and I know that you're going to perform to the best of your ability. And I don't need you to be here with your arm, but I need you to be a fucking hero."
Yeah. And he's a big motherfucker, dude. He can run some kids over.
He is, bro. And this Colorado team, their offensive line, not as small as everybody expected them to be. Big team, defensive line as well. But, I mean, their skill guys are tiny as fuck, and these black shirts are going to hit them in the fucking mouth. You know? They're going to hit him in the fucking mouth. John Bullock played a hell of a game, man. Really stepped in for Nick Heinrich. And I'm going to say it, I'm on the John Bullock train over Nick, man. A lot faster. Nick Heinrich is still going to be out this game, so it's going to be John, Luke Reimer. Fucking so many freshmen stepped up and played too, man. Guys from Nebraska stepped up and played. Guys from Nebraska playing in this game against Colorado knows what this rivalry is about. Colorado, none of these guys even know about Nebraska, Colorado. And for us, a team that has a lot of Nebraska kids knowing what this shit's about and wanting to beat Colorado, John Bullock, Alex Bullock, fucking Liebentritt, our fullback, man, Jalen Lloyd, a freshman, Heinrich Harbarg. I can go down the whole fucking list if you want me to, but I'm not going to.
Harbarg caught a couple balls this week.
Caught a ball.
He said, "Coach, I like football. Put me wherever. I want to get on the field and I want to make some plays for the Big Red."
Yes. these guys want to make plays for the Big Red. They're not making plays for Deion Sanders' football team. They're making plays for the Nebraska, not Matt Rule's football team. They're making plays for the Nebraska football team, the game that their grandparents, their grandma, their mom, dad, aunt and uncle, brother, sister, fucking cousin, all of them are watching, dude. And they're cheering them on, and we're going to be cheering them on in Boulder. And Aaron, I said it before, I'll say it again. We're going to win this goddamn motherfucking football game.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, now here's my question for you, Eddie. I already know you said money line. Over unders 50. I think it's 59.5 now. Over under 59.5 for this game.
That's a good. I mean, this could be either way. I do believe that if it goes the way that Nebraska wants it to go, it has to be the under, just with the way that we're gonna want to control the football and how many times that, we're going to hold on to it and score. We're going to score, but it's going to take some time to score. And then our defense, I'm going to go under in Nebraska's favor. I think the under would be definitely in Nebraska's favor.
I think you're right, Eddie. And unfortunately, I lied. The over under is 57.5, but it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, you're right. In my head, I was thinking over just because, like, this isn't going to be the same game as TCU Colorado. I think you're right. The way you explained that was perfect.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that's about it, dude. And I think this secondary here, we got to see different types of pressure, which that 3-3-5 is great at, just guys coming from the side, coming from the middle, really fucking up Shadur. His eyes are going to be probably spinning. One's counterclockwise and one will be clockwise at the end of the game is my prediction. He's not going to know where to look. And Malcolm Hartzog and Omar Brown, they need to lock it down, man. I noticed that there was a lot of times that I almost feel like they're playing too far back. I'm not a defensive back coach. I'm not, a Division I football coach, but I want to see these guys press up a little bit more, jam them, and really show them that black shirt power, black shirt mentality.
And Evan Cooper was one of the coaches on the media day today talking, and it was I was wishing he said like some constructive stuff, some stuff that like made me feel better about the stuff you're talking about right now. But it's all coach talk. I hated that, but
right. They don't want to give too much stuff away, man. Like you don't want to give that much stuff away. But yeah, man, I'm so pumped up. I'm so fired up for Big Red. I can't wait to be there in that environment. If anybody tries to fuck with me, I'll punch him in the fucking face. Actually, probably won't unless they throw a punch.
We might need to, and we can tease this. We haven't decided this yet. We might need to do an instant reaction live stream.
No, I think that you're right. You're right. We'll be maybe halftime. We go live. Give our little intakes, insights. This is gonna be a hell of a weekend, Aaron.
I know. I'm gonna see you on Friday. I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know, dude. I can't. Probably more than a year, or no, more than a year.
You came. I think late
for
spring.
Thanksgiving.
That was when you were here last. Was Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah. Eddie.
Yeah, man. So almost a year since Aaron and Ed Husker Hype Radio co-founders have united. I'm going to give you a big fat hug, brother.
Yeah. We're going to take some photos. We're going to post them on the thing. Go ahead, like, subscribe. And the YouTube, we need to get to 50 subscribers. If we can get to that by the end of the year, that'd be nice. So next year we can kind of, get a head start on that. But subscribe to the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok's been doing numbers. Twitter, Husker Hype Radio everywhere. Get your t-shirts, get your koozies.
Yes, baby. Do you want to do these picks really quick? I mean, folks, that was another episode of Husker Hype Radio. Yeah.
Let's
preview and pre-game picks. Let's do these picks really quick. Knock it out. I think we can do it.
Yeah, let's do it quick.
All right.
Illinois 10. KU, Illinois plus 3.5, over under 56.5. What do you got, Ed?
I got the over for Illinois and Kansas. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. And then I I wrote the over down for the Nebraska Colorado game. I know you have the under.
Wait, what do you have for Illinois, Kansas?
Sorry, I have Illinois plus 3.5.
Plus 3.5, a team that only beat Toledo by 2 last week. Aaron, are you thinking these guys are going to have a fire under their ass?
I think it's a bounce back week for Illinois.
Okay, bounce back week for the Fighting Illini.
Yep. Now it's Nebraska game, plus 3 Nebraska, over under 57.5. I'm just gonna say fucking plus 3 Nebraska.
Plus 3 Nebraska, what... go big red, bleed red, shit corn, fuck Deion Sanders. Yep. Purdue at Va Tech, -3 Virginia Tech. I'm going Virginia, dude. I think that they win this football game.
Okay. I got the over 49.5.
Okay. What are you using? Because I'm using ESPN and my over-unders are different.
Well, so I just updated these. I was using the Barstool Sportsbook.
Okay. Okay, we'll probably have to use the same ones next time. Is it -3 still for Virginia Tech?
Yep.
Okay. UNLV at Michigan. Michigan's favored by 36.5. I'm gonna go. They only beat East Carolina by 27 points. UNLV, I feel like, is on the same level as them, so I'm gonna go UNLV plus 36.5.
I'm gonna go the under 57.5.
Okay. Iowa State, Iowa, a game that Mr. Donald Trump will be at. I don't know if you saw that, Aaron, but DJT, I don't know why he picked that one. Could have seen Aaron and Ed at Folsom and got a picture with us. I don't know what he was thinking. Probably didn't know we were going to be there. Probably hasn't tuned in the last few podcasts. It's all right. He's a busy guy. Anyways, Iowa State, Iowa, over under 36.5. Iowa favored by 4. I'm going the under 36.5. Once again, my thing, Brian Ferentz, and I feel like these games are always very close and very ground and pound, hard fought football games.
I'm calling overtime, and I'm calling over in the points 36.5.
Okay. Is your dad going to be at that one?
No, I don't think so. Wow. It's in Ames.
Okay. UTEP at Northwestern, -1.5. UTEP. Sorry, Northwestern.
I'm going under 38.5.
Okay. Wisconsin at Washington State. -6 for Wisconsin.
I'm going Wazoo.
Wazoo?
Plus 6.5.
Okay.
There you go.
Charlotte at Maryland, -24.5 for Maryland. I think that Maryland's a very good football team. I got the spread on Maryland.
I have the over of 50.
Okay. Nice.
50.5.
Eastern Michigan at the Minnesota Golden Gophers. God damn it. -20.5 for Minnesota. I picked Minnesota. I just want them to kind of beat the shit out of somebody, so our loss looks a little better than it was.
I like that. That's good. I'm saying under 47.5. I don't think they're gonna. Yeah, fuck them. 47.5 under.
All right. Temple at Rutgers. Rutgers favored by 9. Over under is 44. I'm going over. I think that this is like an upset special kind of thing. A lot of people are talking about this, that Temple could possibly win. So let's go over.
I'm going Rutgers -9.
Okay. Okay, now this is our little pick'ems. UCF at Boise. I got Boise -3.5. That's for the Big 12.
Okay, I'll write that down later. For Big 12, I'm doing OU -15.5 over SMU. That's a big line, but go Boomer Sooner, I guess.
Boomer Sooner. I mean, I saw UCF or Boise play against Washington. That got absolutely butt fucked.
That's
UCF.
true. Fuck.
Vandy at Wake Forest. This is going to be my ACC pick. I'm going Wake Forest -10 for the spread.
Okay, nice. I'm going Notre Dame -7.5 over North Carolina State.
That's my upset special. I got money line North Carolina State.
Wow.
I
Upset
got North
special,
Carolina
folks.
State winning against Notre Dame. Big 12 here, or sorry, Pac 12 here. Oregon at Texas Tech. Oregon -6.5. Easy spread there for Oregon. Texas Tech lost to Wyoming last week.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I got Utah -7.5 at Baylor, who just lost to Texas State.
Fuck. Auburn at Cal -6.5. Auburn easy to me.
All right, that's the only one that you and I have the same from those.
And you got Auburn.
I have Auburn -6.5.
All right, folks. Well, that was another episode of Husker Radio. I'm Eddie Rosenthal. That's Aaron Worsfold. Guys, live in Folsom. We will be there. We will be updating all fucking day long. Tune in to Cade Pendy and the boys on the stream on Husker Radio. Peace, butt grease, bleed red shit corn, go big red. Peace.
Let's go.